Hello, it is I, Kenny here, and I'm going to I'm going to make a brand new show, and I haven't got anything prepared really, so I'm just going to open up a timeline and start making a show with no script, no nothing, because I like working in a timeline. I'm going to just script it as it were in the timeline. So let's try. Let's open up Final Cut here. Camera's sticking a little bit. I don't know if audio is. Let's. Ooh. I think it is just the camera. What's going on? Is it the fault of the continuity camera in iOS? I'm using my iPhone as a webcam. Let's wonder if it's the network. Let's try plugging it in with USB. See if that makes a difference. Is it still sticking? Yes. Well, I'll just have to hope that stops. Let's make. Oh, I do have some preparation. I have made. Oh, I shouldn't be showing you this. I made a project. A friend of mine, a colleague of mine. Oh, it's not even on. God, it's not even on screen, which is good because you're not allowed to see what I've got on my screen right now. A friend of mine made a graphics plugin, and I was testing it for him. Well, a colleague of mine. Where are we? Why is this sticking? Let's see. Is this even working now? Oh, nope, sticking. Well, that's great. We'll just have to live with it sticking now and again. I don't know if that's the camera or the connection. Let's see if I can bring my screens up. I've probably got too much open on my computer because it's struggling in all kinds of ways. And OBS is not playing ball. Well, this isn't much of a spectator sport, but I promised myself I would go live. Let's blur out all my crap in the background there. Let's get a bit better fake lighting in here. That's fine. Still sticking, even though I've shut down a bunch of apps. Never mind. And let's put Final Cut across 2 screens. It's not working. There's one of them. Okay. And you can even see my cursor. Oh, and you see the beach ball there, so I think it's a system thing. Let's see if I can get the... So my computer doesn't seem happy, but let's see if we can work with it. Right, let's get the other. So my computer doesn't seem happy. So at least I know what audio is working. Let's try. There we go. You've just got to kind of poke it about a bit. Hurrah! So yes, this is what I didn't want you to see because it's not released yet. So let me, not my editing, but there's these kind of graphics that I've shoved on that is not for public consumption just yet. So I'm just going to delete them all. There we go. And this is just a random thing I've put down, nothing to worry too much about. Okay, so let's do a little thing for YouTube that involves me playing video games, because me playing video games is about the only way to get something to edit without leaving the house. And I'll probably have to leave the house at some point, but this is not the day. Today is not that day. Let's instead just come up with the format, and then I'm going to make the format in the timeline with placeholders, and the placeholders will then become a kind of to-do list of things I need to get. That's the idea. Let's apply the idea. First of all, let's get the... Oh, I need my NDI, so what's that? Virtual input. AV output, that's what I want. And then in Final Cut, yeah, in Final Cut, I want to turn on the AV output, which it is. Let's just check it's set to the right thing. Yeah, NDI. There we go. So there's me in another jumper. All right, let's make a show. So let's start with a placeholder. Let's just choose a title. Ooh. That's interesting. Well done, YouTube. Well, let's. Okay, right. So placeholder. Let's just get ourselves some kind of title. Let's make it simple. Dynamic titles. My goodness. Woohoo! All right, let's just bung this in. So, go to start titles. Now, I already know. Let's give this title a role. God damn it. Let's give this title a role. Let's expand it up. Same video roles. It's a title, but it is a title. Edit role, but let's make a new role and call it placeholder with that horrible orange color, with the idea that we will eventually replace all the placeholders. So this video role placeholder, and I want to call this. I want to call the things score to settle. I think score to settle. Score to settle. Titles. And I've got a bit of music somewhere. Sorry, just logging in to something else there. So that's a placeholder. Score to settle. And where's my music? Let's bring some in. There's one I did, Chippy Tune, which is kind of video gamey. Let's bring that in. Chippy Tune. Well, I'm not even getting any. Music going over OBS. Yeah, it is. So I should probably put my headphones on. Or will these do? Right, now I'm getting some twitch in my ear. Let's go to... Alright, let's... Okay. So we're still good. Right, let's share this. And then go to LinkedIn. Okay, so let's just send the word out. All right. Right, that's that done. Let's get back to some serious editing. So, score to settle, that's the thing. Where's this music? Let's make it music. What's the shortcut for that again? Nope. Yes. Green equals music. I did this for my Sekiro videos, but I'll do it for a wee placeholder. Did this in GarageBand. So let's stick that under here. We'll probably make the title sequence longer. Let's make it at least 10 seconds ish in 2 frames. Chop those 2 frames off. Got ourselves 10 seconds worth of titles. Catchy, if I do say so myself. Right. Let's just fade that out there. Okay, so intro. Let's just do this with placeholders. It should all be text. Final Cut has its own kind of placeholder thing. I forget what that is. I forget what the command is. Let's see. Insert placeholder. It's from the edit menu. Oh, and it's actually Command Option W. So let's just do it and try and learn the Command Option W. 2 people, and you can it's just a little placeholding picture, but you can specify how many people are in it, and put notes in, if I can remember. Oh yeah, let's make it a medium shot with 1 person. There you go. Stupid really, but we'll probably make this a piece to camera. A piece to camera. PTC. Saying, hello, this is the point of the damn thing. And I might as well write something. So, here, I can show you a wee bit of magic here, actually. This is a tremendous thing. Because I have... Oh, I don't. I must have deleted it. I must have quit out of it when I was trying to make the system speed up. But let's open Command Post. No, I don't want to go to the website. I want to actually open it. Command Post. There we go. Application Command Post. And it's running. Great. What I can do is I can write my piece to camera here as a subtitle. So instead of having audio and then putting subtitles over it, I'm going to write the subtitle, and then that will become my piece to camera, and I can click a button and I'll get some auto-generated kind of computer voice reading it for me. So I don't have to kind of read my voiceover and piece to camera into the microphone here just yet. I can have it generated. Now I think I do this command to bring up. I don't know if you can see this in OBS because I'm not sharing my screen as such. Text to speech from pasteboard. And there we go.
S://
Ah, but the thing from I forgot. I've got to write the damn thing first. But whatever's in the pasteboard of the computer gets turned into auto-generated text, auto-read text, generated voiceover, and it appears here. And it's reading out the URL that I had just copied.
//www.twitch.tv
etc. But that was an error. So let's just write a dummy piece to camera. So I'm going to create a subtitle. Defaults to this ITT format, which is what iTunes likes, but I actually would prefer, to be perfectly honest, SRT. So let's see if I can change that. Oh, I thought it was just... Yeah, SRT. That's what I want. SRT English. Apply. There we go. SRT is just more universal. You can bring it into YouTube and stuff, which makes it all the more attractive. Oh, my ancient old iPad can't keep up. There we go. So right, so I've got a subtitle. Let's just say, hello and welcome to Scottish Settle. In this episode, I'm settling a score with Sega's. I was thinking about I should credit Yu Suzuki straight off the bat, but I think I'll call it, if I'm going to give it, if I'm going to say it belongs to somebody, then I think I'll call it Sega's, because they literally own it. And Yu Suzuki, while he's the kind of auteur behind it, I'm kind of I think that probably does down all the rest of his team. So forget it. I'll talk about Yu Suzuki later, but Sega's 19. How long has it been like that? Oh, I've missed it. I'm going to switch OBS to the wrong. So I should have my Stream Deck where I can see it. Why aren't you plugged in? Right, well, you've missed all of my golden nuggets of information. Thanks to me. Pretty sure. I've been on the wrong bloody thing. So, oh, that just shows me, so never mind. So annoying. Right. So basically, right, I'll talk through briefly what I missed by being on the wrong OBS. I'm using placeholders for everything. Everything I don't have to hand. And I'm using Command Post to auto-generate sort of voiceover, which again I can replace. So, and I write the subtitle, and then the magic of Command Post generates speech.
When I was a boy, Outrun was the gravitational center of any arcade.
There we go. So building it this way, I'm going to end up with an actual timeline full of stuff that I can see the shape of the thing, I can watch it. It's kind of like an animatic of the whole thing. And then all I have to do is replace the placeholders. To have a finished thing. So that's how that works. So I've already got a couple of minutes worth of timeline here, and the story is just beginning. All right. Coin 1. Okay. Let's just test my thing here. That's the wrong thing. There we go. That's for when I'm playing games. This is for when I'm editing. There we go. Alright, we're cooking with fast gas a wee bit faster now. Okay, not a soul has watched this, which is a relief. So, how much money will it take?
Five
That's the
endings of
crucial.
Outrun.
That's the crucial question. Here's the first coin. Coin 1. And I think I should caption this as with the time. Well, I have already. Look, it's got the date and time there. I should do that now. I should do that now. I think it's I think it's a browser thing. Date and time. Ah, yeah, there it is. Up at the top. That'll do. Cool. Coin 1. Coin 1. How did I get on here? So let's change this audio role to dialogue. These will all have bloody audio dialogue. There we go. So it's half an hour. I wonder if I should do some kind of transcript. Arcade game ever made? I think what I loved most about it was this big wide road at the start. I know it gets narrower. Okay, that's actually something I wanted to say anyway, so I'll take the stuff about the big wide road. Best arcade game ever made? I think what I loved most about it was Tom Bill out. I think what I loved most about it was this big wide road at the start. I know it gets narrower, obviously, but it seemed that every other driving game kind of started narrow. This amazing, huge, wide. What was it, 6 lanes? Amazing. So it set it apart. I'm going to slow down here a wee bit. Alright, so let's see if I can make that dialogue a bit clearer. Most about it was this big wide road at the start. Just make it louder to start with. But it seemed that every other driving game kind of started narrow. What does Final Cut's voice isolation do to that? Probably makes it sound like garbage. Let's see. Started narrow. this amazing, huge, wide. Was it 6 lanes? Amazing. It's not bad. Push the gain up as much as I can get. Wide. Was it 6 lanes? Amazing. Set it apart. I'm going to slow down here a wee bit. Okay. I think what I loved most about it was this big wide road at the start. I know it gets narrower, obviously, but it seemed that every other driving game kind of started narrow. This amazing, huge, wide. Was it 6 lanes? Amazing. Set it apart. I'm going to slow down here a wee bit. The NDI seems choppy. Is that me? Road at the start. I know it gets narrower, obviously, but it seemed that every other driving game kind of started narrow. This amazing, huge, wide, amazing, huge. Obviously, but it seemed that every other driving game kind of started narrow. This amazing, huge, wide. Was it 6 lanes? Amazing. Set it apart. I'm going to slow down here a wee bit. Okay, let's that almost seems like a good prompt. All that stuff about. In fact, let's shove a subtitle in for that. I think what I loved most about it was this big wide road at the start. I know it. I think what I loved most about it was this big wide road at the start. What I loved most about it was this big wide road at the start. I know it gets narrower. I know it gets narrower. It's like, but I know it gets narrower, but it seemed that every other driving game kind of started narrow. This amazing, huge, wide. Was it 6 lanes? Amazing. Set it apart. I'm going to slow down here a wee bit. Okay. I think that's a natural. I didn't expect this to happen. I thought we would spend longer on this now, but if we're going to go into the history of, go back in time a little bit, mentioning other games here on this very first run through kind of motivates going to the other topic, which is how this game came into existence and also how it struck me when it did so. And I think I've got my idea for that is to show the very first arcade driving game that I ever saw, which handily has been re-released as part of the Atari collection on PlayStation, so I can actually get footage of this game. So I'm going to put in a placeholder for that. Placeholders. What kind of a sunny day? No. How many people are in this? None. Is it a sunny day? I suppose so. I'm trying to represent an arcade game. A racing game. That's the kind of skyline you got. Maybe I should just have a grey placeholder. Okay, that makes sense to me. So the notes would be going. There must be some shortcut in OBS that keeps going to that thing. I'll have to. I'll have to just go into OBS here for a second, disable all my shortcuts because they're conflicting. Hotkeys. Switch to scene. No. Switch to scene. Every time I hit the number 1 in my keyboard, it was switching on OBS. Disable all these hotkeys. It's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. Now I've only got control. Yeah, so I'll just use this. Yeah, a wee slide there, that's cool. Okay, I'll keep that. Okay, shouldn't have any more changing randomly on me. Slow down here a wee bit. And I'll just put in this was the first racing game I ever saw.
The first racing game I ever saw. First racing game I ever saw.
Now I've got a picture. Let's put a wee cut in here. And I want this to say picture of cabinet with 4 wheels. And I want to say about that, but the one I saw only had 2 wheels. Oh no, you know what I could do here? I could describe, like, as a wee boy, whenever I was in the backseat of a car, I would just kind of watch whoever was driving, just with the amazement at what they could perform with this, with the wheel, the indicators, and the gears. It's just this magical ritual to me, you know. I can't be alone in that, so I'm kind of, and it would have been exactly at this point. I would have been preschool at this time, I think, that I would have seen this arcade cabinet with wheels and think, I get to do the card drive thing, which is mystical. So I want to get that across. So,
The one I saw with only 2 wheels, but God, did I want to grab them.
and then I want to take what we're looking at. I should describe where I was, why I was there. And I think this should be a piece to camera. Let's say I was 4. I'll fact check that. I was 4. My mother and I were taking my granddad to the airport. And Prestwick Airport. Had a small arcade section. It caught my eye and imagination as we were supposed to be waving him off to visit family in Canada.
To be waving him off to visit family in Canada.
In Canada? Canada. At this point in my life, life. I spent every car journey watching the mesmeric operation. Watching the adult driver perform the weird and powerful rituals with the steering wheel, gear stick, and indicator stalks. Now I want to get I'll get my kids to film me driving next time. So let's get a shot of someone driving from the back seat. Shot of driving a car taken from the back seat. It's my point of view, don't you know?
With the steering wheel, gear stick and
Oh, I've got a key thing as well. No. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's a thing that shows you what keys I'm typing, just in case that's of any interest. What's it called again? Key capture or something. Keycaster, that's it. There we go, down the bottom.
adult driver.
Let's add it as a thing.
Perform.
Let's put it here.
Watching the adult driver perform the weird and powerful rituals with the steering wheel, gear stick and indicator stalks.
Alright, let's stick a transition in there. Some kind of yeah, let's try this one. Here to be back.
This was the first racing game I ever saw. The one I saw with only 2 wheels, but god, did I want to grab them. I was 4, and my mother and I were taking my granddad to the airport. Prestwick Airport had a small arcade section that caught my eye and imagination as we were supposed to be waving him off to visit family in Canada. At this point in my life, I spent every car journey watching the adult driver perform the weird and powerful rituals with the steering wheel, gear stick and indicator stalks.
And here was a virtual, and I think I'll go to the and here was a way to have that experience without killing anyone. So there we go, writing in the timeline.
And here was a way to have that.
Oh, I've written it in the wrong place. I don't want it there. I want it in the subtitle, please. There we go. And this should just say, picture the cabinet with 4 wheels. So I'm doing my writing in the timeline, and when I go back and replace these shots, it will virtually be finished. The thing. So it just becomes less daunting than a completely empty timeline. You know, it's easier to fix what's already there than to kind of think, what should I put in, you know? So this is a way of having something to work with, kind of like clay, rather than just completely empty space. And I can watch it and see if it's working, so you see how boring it is.
And here was a way to have that experience without killing anyone. And here was a way to have that experience without killing anyone.
I'm going to slow down here a wee bit. And then I think we'll just have a shot here of the Outrun cabinet. By the time I was old enough to venture into Tavernature, to venture into an arcade, there was an obvious king of the wheel controlled racer. And again, I put this in the wrong place. I should have made a subtitle, which I will now. Paste all that in there and make some fake text. And I think here though, picture, that should be a picture of Outrun cabinet. And then let's just finish my first attempt. Maybe that'll be the first kind of episode, if you like. Go down here a wee bit. Oh! Don't crash. That's the corner you have to slow down for if you don't hit a truck. So, this attempt is doomed from the start.
No.
Yeah, well, let's just have all of that. Oh! 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 Don't crash. That's the corner you have to slow down for if you don't hit a truck. So, this attempt is doomed from the start.
No.
What the what's that guy doing? Yeah. Volkswagen. Slow down. Slow down. Oh, slow down. Oh, close. You didn't too well here. It didn't take too long. For gear for in-rate. Limit 4. Seriously, guys. Okay, let's come here. Limit 4. Seriously, guys. Okay, so okay, that's about average. Average to finish me. So let's try. Oh. And again, I'll put on the voice isolation. Wasn't too bad last time, and it just helps. Well, I made it to the fork. I seriously doubt I'll make it to the... And, bring that up a bit. Okay, so well, I made it to the fork. I seriously doubt. Alright, let's take a wee transition in. Okay, well I think that would be an episode. And then I made it to the fork. Seriously doubt. Right, okay, you know what? I think that is enough. And even if these don't end up being split into several different episodes, I think they should feel like, you know, discrete sections. So that's a section. And I'll leave it there. So there we go. A few streaming problems, but I'll get to the bottom of those. And it'll all go far more smoothly from now on. So there are always some teething problems, but this was fun. And to all 0 of you who are watching,